everyone, we're back again with another episode of Conspiracy down at the Northern Rebel Radio Studio. I'm here with Lee and Eric Brazo.
Also known as Proud Man Canada.
Proud Man Canada, guys. Lee, you want to introduce yourself pretty quick?
I'm Lee.
She's Lee. And Eric, we all know Eric. Eddie Bravo 2.0. This guy's got more conspiracy theories than Eddie Bravo himself. I like to call him Eric Bravo instead of Eric Brazo. You guys got the joke, but...
Dead baby cells.
What?
Yeah.
Oh! Alright, so...
I love my GMOs once in a while.
Once in a while you gotta inject yourself with some poison.
You have to, a little bit of,
Alright, so the topic for today is we're gonna be talking about wildfires being fake. Being man-made wildfires. We're gonna be talking about the fake sun simulator. You see the thing you see rising in the morning. Could it be fake? Is it real? How much do we know about this? Is there a possibility that there is two suns? Maybe. Eric will let us know more. So Eric,
I will.
Oh, totally. So Eric, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
I'm awesome. Yeah.
Alright. So we've talked, me and you, we spoke about fake suns, basically. Yep. And we have a lot of videos we're going to be showing right now on the screen. We have a lot of videos that shows like some sort of an aura or a circle, like a dark circle that you usually see in camera lens, right?
Yep.
Being around the sun, and a lot of people like myself, and a lot more people don't remember seeing that in the past. And it's just something that's been happening recently, and we're seeing this all over the world. Like, you have pictures and videos all over the world, like YouTube videos, people just saying like, what the hell is this, taking videos of it. So Eric, can you tell us more about the fake sun, and what's your theory regarding that?
That thing, man, is a light bulb. It's burning.
It's a goddamn light bulb.
It's a goddamn light bulb. It burns. It's not warming. It's not warming that planet. They can't regulate shit. It goes super cold, it goes super freaking hot, but it's not the same normal hots as before. These are huge, heavy, humid hots. Like, it's killing people.
It is.
Look at how many Montreal? 40?
40 people dead.
40 in that heat wave.
Well, okay. So you think it's a fake? It's like man-made sun too? Like, people constructed it, or is it like some alien spaceship?
No. There's an actual patent for it.
So it's like a rocket they flew into space?
No. It's built like okay, can you picture a bee, their eyes, how it's like all cones, like all little honey hives?
Yeah.
Right? It's built like that. It's all reflective lenses with a bulb behind it.
So do you think it's an actual lens?
Yep.
Do you think it's watching us?
No, I don't think it's watching us. I think they're just trying to fucking hide whatever's going on.
So
our planet is at a solar minimal. Not our planet, sorry. Our sun is at a solar minimal. That means we should be heading into an ice age.
We should be heading into an ice age.
Yes, sir, my man.
Okay, so how would they hide the original sun? Where the hell is the original sun?
I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet.
But I will find it.
You will find the original sun. Do you think it's just they turned it off?
No. Like I said, it's at a solar minimum, and they're just trying to keep the planet heated up, but they're burning it. Like, Australia hasn't had food for their pets and the goats and all that for years. They're dying. There's no more grass. Europe is all scorched. Greece is scorched.
So do you think all these wildfires, does it have anything to do with this fake sun simulator?
Yes and no. It's making the conditions. It's allowing the conditions to be super dry like they never have before.
Are they doing that on purpose?
And now there you're going down another rabbit hole right there. They might be.
I also have a theory about that.
Go ahead, Lee.
Agenda 2030, they actually don't want people living outside of the cities. They want to keep people contained in the cities. So I have a theory that they're burning rural areas, or like areas that aren't populated, to keep us within the cities, and so we'll have nowhere to go eventually.
The buildings that I'm working on are part of that agenda. They're all these little compact
It's
units.
also known as sustainable development.
Yes.
That you hear Justin Trudeau talk
Yes,
about.
exactly. I'm working for the system, but I gotta make a living, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. He's gotta eat. No pop this week, buddy.
What do you need?
Can I say something? Is what I was
Yeah,
gonna say?
sure.
Or is this
Sure.
recorded
Go
live?
for it.
Yeah, come
It's
on.
not live.
Oh.
Just
It's not live, but you can say something.
Anyways, so the thing I think is going on behind the sun might actually be what they're trying to cover up is the sun died out.
How did it die out, do you think? Where did you hear that?
Because we don't know how old the universe actually is. meaning we don't, and all stars burn out at a certain point. They're probably trying to hide and make sure no panic is caused, because then the government collapses. They don't have no more jobs.
That's actually, I've never heard this before. Wow.
I know. From a child's perspective, that's pretty deep.
Well, Eric's son, right?
Yeah, Proudman Jr.
Proudman. Well, congratulations, man.
Thanks.
It's a good speculation. Do you have
that's
anything
pretty good,
else
man.
to add?
No, not really.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
I shall play Far
I'm
Cry
proud of
3.
that
Please
Far Cry.
sponsor. I love Far Cry games.
This guy, man. All right. So it's actually a good theory that I never thought of. Maybe just as the original sun died out. And honestly, I work as a lifeguard, so I used to stay all day in the sun, and I remember the sun being that white. You know, it used to be yellow.
Yellowish orange, man. It was never red in the morning and red at night. And it doesn't flicker at 4 a.m. My sun never flickered at 4 a.m. This one does, just like you're starting an halogen lamp.
So do you think they actually hid the old sun that died out?
I had never thought about that possibility.
To make me neither. That's crazy.
That the sun died out a while back.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, it does, because they haven't been able to regulate the temperature on the planet since what?
Exactly.
Since the 70s now?
And what they do, they blame us for climate change. And we all know that humans, okay, we do have some sort of impact on climate, but we don't have the impact that they claim we do.
If you take an overhead view of Canada, this overpopulation bullshit there is just a lie. They're showing you the cities. They're showing, look how crowded. You know what? We got so much land. I went fishing up north with my pappy, and I'm telling you, 70, 100 kilometers of just bush, forest, rocks, mountains. It's just.
But yeah, even flying to Europe. I think when I went to France, you fly over these cities and these areas and just green lands, and there's no one, and you only see people in the cities basically.
Yep. Just like she said, because it used to be Agenda 2021, but
Agenda 2030, yeah.
Trump really fucked their shit. He did. He
wasn't
supposed to win. He was not supposed to win against all odds. The machine.
So you're a Trump supporter, Eric?
I'm a Trump supporter just because I appreciate the fact that he's trying to do what's best for his country. Where everybody here is trying to blame Trump for our miserable being here. No, blame your prime minister. Blame your leader. Take him, hold him accountable. He's the one making the bad decisions.
What do you think of Trump, Lee?
I'm not convinced he's for the people quite yet.
Why not?
He's a self-admitted globalist. And I think that there's a one-world government. I don't think presidents are necessarily elected. I think they're selected, and they're put in place to do certain things.
I agree with you on that.
Carry out certain agendas.
But don't you feel like Trump is a little bit different from other politicians?
He's different, but he might be
just a control.
He might be put there because we're seeing a lot of divide and conquer with him in power.
Okay.
With a lot of people, not only left and right, but there's an increase in identity politics, and I think that's done as a result of him being elected. You wouldn't see that. This problem's always been there. It didn't just happen from Trump. It's always been there, but it's been magnified since Trump became in office. It was still existence. It was still in existence when Obama was president, but we just didn't. It wasn't.
You didn't hear about it.
Well,
exactly.
Would you say that some of his messages he could basically deliver them in using other words in a way that won't that would still deliver the message?
He's not a career politician, right?
Let's
get that. He's a businessman.
But Eric, do you know something about the father of Trump?
No.
You know that the father of Trump's name is Christ. How odd is that? His name is Christ Trump.
Well, you heard about the seventh prophecy?
Seventh prophecy. Care to
Trump,
elaborate?
the 777s is born on the seventh.
Yeah,
it's all coming down to him. See, now this is where this gets a little bit funky for me, because God from the Bible and all that has been so perverted and so distorted by the Jesuits and everything else in the Vatican. They got thrown to Lucifer as soon as you walk in. It's so. Even the Pope's hat and the worship, the sun worship, and Neptune worship. Well, so I think there's a fight coming.
It's a big war.
It's a galactic fight.
Galactic fight with other realms. We've
good
spoken
and evil.
about this.
Good and evil. Whether it's patriots and Antifa, left versus right, Christians versus non-Christians. There's just something that's making people, especially people like me and stuff, ready to rise and fight and take this shit on, because we're seeing that's wrong.
All right. Okay. Like we're seeing, like, you look at Ottawa, the Parliament, you see gargoyles on top of the tower on the clock, and you also see, like, Ottawa's logo is essentially 666. It's totally 666, and we're observing this.
Yeah.
And there's one more thing, we're gonna show it up on like
I got the
the video here.
The Sun Simulator patent.
All right, I'd just like to finish my point. There's pictures, like statues of angels staked, right, Lee? Like they are impaled on a stake, and it's like the sickest art I've seen in my life. Like, why would someone, like, I understand if you wanna, like, make an angel art or something, just do, like,
but
you don't put an angel on a stake.
You know who's coming, eh?
What's coming? I know. I have an idea.
James Comey.
James Comey, the FBI.
Hillary Clinton.
Where are they
Tony
going?
Podesta.
Where are they
They
going?
have
Podesta, the pedophile.
Ottawa
right?
2020 something like some kind of.
Can you tell us more about Podesta? I know you're familiar with
John Podesta is an evil little man, linked directly, him and his brother Tony,
to the Pizzagate.
Pizzagate, disappearances of kids everywhere. His emails were full. Like, I don't understand why this man is still walking.
Well, it's a deep state in power, right?
And like the Pope's right-hand man got arrested. 100 kids they charged him with. 100 kids. The Pope's right-hand man.
He's not arrested. He is arrested.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if
that happened 6 months ago.
I don't know if you've heard Trudeau's best friend. Basically, he's not a best friend, but he's a very good friend. The UN senior. He's a convicted pedo.
Yeah.
Who actually raped 2 boys.
And the petition to give him his job back.
There's a petition to give him his job back. Who's behind this petition?
A liberal bullshit.
Liberals, eh? But all right. So when you walk in downtown and you look at the Parliament Hill, that's supposed to be representing all of us as Canadians, right? It's supposed to be representing the Canadian voters, because, like, we all, in a way, like it or not, we all participate in this matrix and in this illusion that they have been promoting for the last, I would say, 100 years or whatever. It might have been going on since the beginning of history, for all we know, and we don't even know how fake history is.
Exactly.
Like, right now, they just took down one of the founders.
Sir John A.
Sir John A.
Prime Minister of Canada.
Like a couple hours ago.
In Victoria, BC. That was standing in front of the City Hall in Victoria.
So they're erasing history.
It's 1984.
Yeah.
They're rewriting history, and
because this is the only reality they know. What comes out of this, right? They didn't read it. Like, I had to go to the library and actually go research in the encyclopedia in order to find out about dinosaurs for my project.
Yeah. But now with the internet, they can just with a keystroke delete.
And that dinosaur just might not exist anymore.
For all we know. So they are erasing history, but I was getting to the point where, let's say you walk in Ottawa and you see all these 666, you see the Canadian Armed Forces office, it's at 66 later, and they have a logo, SSS, which is obviously, like, you don't have to be so deep into this rabbit hole to look at it and be like, okay, this is weird, at least for a official government office, right?
100%.
But do you feel negative energy when you're walking around in Ottawa and seeing all these demons on the clock tower, and you see, like, 666 everywhere?
Now, yes. 5 years ago, I didn't.
You didn't.
Nope.
All right.
Something happened. Something happened. In the last, I'd say, the last 3 years, something happened where people are seeing things differently, and they're like, why?
Some people. That's the thing. Like, some people are awakened to this, and the others.
Some people are getting zombified.
They're not there. We agree on this, eh? Like, they are AI, sort of
but
artificial intelligence.
The 5G technology is also doing it. 5G is killing the brain cells.
Wow. Okay, I would just like to add something. Like, yesterday, I think we saw the Antifa guy that basically was one of the people attacking us and calling us Nazis for being against abortion, which is pro-death. And we were called Nazis. Anyway, we met this guy, and it's like the weirdest human interaction I've ever seen in my life. Like, this guy doesn't even act as a human. Like, some sort of a mutant, developed under the Umbrella Corp. I don't know, but
Umbrella Corp.
You know about the Umbrella Corp. But yeah, like, if you look at him, you're like, that's not a human. Like, the way he was talking, we basically just we were talking about him getting a job and stop being, like, hating on people for
being
having
a victim.
Being a victim. First of all, he self-diagnosed himself with mental illness. I'm pretty sure he read something on the internet, and he was like, cool, I want to be mentally ill too. And Lee was trying to tell him that, no, you're not mentally ill, you've just been, basically you've been brainwashed into thinking you're mentally ill. You're way better than this man. And he goes like, I can't find a job. And basically he was asking like, why not? Like, you look like you can do any job. And he was like, there's so much rules. I can't wash my hands. Like, it's funny, right? What did he say exactly? You remember?
Yeah, he said that. He's like, what, am I going to get fired because I forget to wash my hands? And I was like, you can't remember something as basic as washing your hands? Like, just...
They put the spokes in their wheels even before they step out, eh?
It's
so showy.
And when he said it's so hard to wash my hand, I have to turn on the water, and I have to... I can't, you know. And I was like, is this a human being? Like, that's an alien, man. Like, that's like, when I grew up, there used to be stupid people, and you look at them and that's stupid. Like, he's doing something really stupid, you know, like trying to plug.
Yeah, but it was that one kid. Like, it wasn't 50 kids.
Yeah, there was one odd kid. Now it seems that, now it seems that we are the odd ones, the people who are left with common sense.
Fluoride in water, soy is an estrogen mimicker. I'm telling you, like, it's all pre-done to tame and make our generations dumber and more wussies and less willing to fight.
Well, congratulations, because I think they succeeded.
Yep.
And the thing is, growing up, I used to be the stupid one. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like stupid, you know, but I wasn't like really smart. You know what I mean? I wasn't like a nerd. Just. But now, like, you look around and you feel so smart.
I lick the glue. I lick the glue.
Yeah, I lick the glue too. I smoked the glue. I did everything with the glue, right? But it happens, guys. But the thing is, like, you look.
There was no lead though. No lead.
That's good. But like, you look around now, and like, most people are stupid. Like, for example, we're trying to we went shopping. We went shopping, okay? And there's this queue line for the people to interact with the cashier, and you know, and pay and receive your product, right? And we're standing like, this is the line, and we're standing here like, this is the line, and we are standing literally here. And the cashier was like, I suppose she's Antifa, feminist, you know, she was whole 9 yards, and yeah, she had all the badges. This is what feminism looked like. Preferred pronouns, his, hers, whatever, right? Like, the whole thing, like, it's out of a comic book, right?
Boys that'll never get a date.
Yeah. But the thing is, what she said is like, oh, guys, you guys have to be standing in line to be able to serve. I was
underneath the sign.
Yeah, underneath the sign. I was like, we're standing literally here, and like my hat.
We were the only other ones in line.
Yeah,
so like, she clearly knew we were going to be next, but she's like, no, I can't serve you until you're actually in the line.
Yeah, like, my hat was even like on the side under the thing, you know. And she was. I looked at her. I thought she was joking, because like, people do jokes like that, and usually I crack jokes like that, right? I was like.
No.
And then I look at her and she has this dead face. I was like, Jesus, she's serious. Yeah. I was like, okay, let's go there and see what happens. And yeah, like, she continued her script basically when we went there. Like, it's like, they can't do something they're not programmed to do. So if they are programmed to serve customers who are under the sign, if you are here, clones.
Russian clones.
So glad you brought that up.
They've been doing that shit for years, man. Chimeras and stuff, man.
So
Chimera.
Yeah, Chimera. There we go.
Chimera, yeah. But
Chimera would be a K-I.
K-A-I.
Chimera. Alright, Chimera, whatever you say, Jesse. Do you have any kids around you in schools and stuff you think they are AIs?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you share some stories?
Well, this one kid I know, he always, like, every day, and this is weird,
yeah.
When he goes to get his pencils, he always drops it. Either he's clumsy or he's programmed.
That's an AI shutting down right in front of you.
Yeah, like...
That's crazy, and we've been seeing this happening all over. We've seen Trudeau falling on his ass a couple times. We've seen Hillary Clinton shutting down.
His eyebrows move.
Yeah, and we've system
and there's something to the constant umming and ahhing. I think when he talks, he can't. It's weird.
It's like his battery isn't fully charged or something. But I don't know if you guys seen Hillary Clinton
downloading new information.
That's exactly what happens. But I don't know if you've seen Hillary Clinton spitting clean substance into the water. The most disgusting thing I've ever seen. She spit it, and like, she drank it after. And something I've been realizing, most AIs would have a lot of saliva around their mouths. Like, they'd be talking to you, It's so disgusting. Like, what's going on? You guys, you humans. It's so weird. And you have Mark Zuckerberg, the leader of the Zucking. Okay, there's interviews out there of him saying, "When I used to be human, I was human. I'm still a human." Literally, look it up. Like, they are telling you what they are, and like idiots, we just like get, oh no, things can't be that bad. No, they can't fake the 9/11. No, they can't pull something like that. No, the war in Iraq is totally justified. They had nuclears, right? We find out later it wasn't. It wasn't the case. Then you have conspiracy theories like chemtrails. 5 years ago, people were like, no, the government wouldn't be spraying
X patterns, man. I got a full
X patterns. There are pentagrams. There are pentagrams in the sky. They're playing XO with chemtrails.
Yes, I know. They're getting fucking bored up there.
And you have people still like deny. A lot more people are admitting to the chemtrails, but you have a lot of people still denying the chemtrails. And like idiots, we trust our government still, and we vote. And
that's the honeycomb I was talking about.
That's the honeycomb you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Eric, can you tell us a little bit more about the chemtrails and what is it for?
It's to hide the sun simulator and to hide the other planets that are free floating in our galaxies.
To hide the other planets in our galaxies.
I think it also makes us dumber.
Yes. Oh yes.
Or like makes us sick.
With HAARP, yeah.
Well, does it affect everyone? Does it affect people like us who are awakened to this?
Yes and no. We're being affected to a lesser degree because we're not blinded to all the trappings of the Matrix.
All right.
Right? So, are you drinking tons of tap water?
Not really.
Are you eating tons of soya?
No.
Are you eating tofu?
No.
Are you eating processed like the fake veggie burgers? Not a real vegetarian burger, but some of the GMO shit.
I know
from
people
all these vegans and stuff that are eating.
Well, okay.
No, so those
increase.
100 times.
All right. So you say they're just hiding some planet, yeah. and I do like, I think it's crazy, but in a way, I don't necessarily
Not just
I don't
planet,
completely
a whole system of planets.
I can't debunk it because sometimes you look in the sky and you can barely even see anything. And I don't remember the last time I've seen a blue sky. It's always cloudy.
Always cloudy.
But is it just to like hide something in the sky, or does it have to do with like intoxicating the air, or like killing the crops?
Well, it started out at first as testing and stuff, but now they're just like overspraying. Like they really do not want us to see, depending what time of the day they're spraying a different part of the sky. The sun's coming up in like no longer in east and west fashion. It's coming up in a southeast to a northwest fashion.
You want to know something funny? I saw a video live on Facebook where two people did a duo live Facebook chat, and one of them was in London and the other one was in Australia, and both of them at the same time. It's supposed to be a different timeline, right? Mm-hmm. Both of them, they were taking videos of the sun in the middle of the sky, right? And he was showing evidence that he is in Australia, and the other guy was showing evidence that he is in London, like showing pub names and telling people to Google it, and people were like freaking out. And like the mainstream media yet don't even mention that, even though it's illogical because it will bring them a lot of views, right? Like mainstream media, anytime they hear about aliens, mainstream media right away just
propaganda. They're just one arm of the propaganda machine. It's the same 5 people that own all the big.
What do you think, Lee, about the mainstream media, and who do you think controls the mainstream media?
Who controls the?
Yeah, you can go with JQ.
There's Big Six. They call it the Big Six corporations.
What is that?
There's 6 main corporations.
Yes, I said 5, but it's 6.
Yeah, they own. There's different sections of each.
But
like Disney's owned by Viacom, or
it's all linked at the end.
Which is owned by 6 people.
By the end of the day,
all those companies are owned by other companies that are owned. When you get to the top, 6 people own all those companies.
Yeah. And
they're obviously like a messenger for the government.
And the government, who does the government work for?
Well, it depends.
Is it an independent entity, or do they serve a god?
See,
Trump
fucked shit up. Whether we like him or not, whether you support him or not, he brought a lot of things to light just based on what happened.
Well, yeah, he used his platform to.
Yeah, those machines were voted, like they were flipping for Hillary. They had millions of
everybody thought Hillary was going to win.
Everybody thought
every single person.
So basically, The American people outvoted the cheating.
So you think it's more than majority? It was like
I'm
the
almost
dominant
positive, yeah,
majority.
it was like 70% of the population had enough because they outvoted the cheating.
They outvoted the cheating, and
I'm still not convinced that voting actually matters. I mean, there's no proof of it, but I don't think that presidents are necessarily elected. I think
No,
that
they never
they're
were.
selected.
They never were until now.
Yeah, I agree with my father. They were never elected because the cheating is like selection, like they're supposed to win.
Always.
But the American people did.
But now the time of revolution is coming.
The first.
Are you excited to fight the globalists, Jesse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
I'm
time to be
excited
alive.
to punch anyone in the face.
Right on. That's the spirit, man.
Only if
they
they
deserve
are bad.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Or they stole your chocolate bars.
Okay, yes.
You know what?
That's fair.
I tell you guys, do not mess with Jesse's chocolate bars.
He'll
Yes.
fight me for his chocolate bar.
Yeah, but all right. So we covered the sun simulator.
Yes, I actually got pulled it up for you.
Enjoy.
Little honeycomb.
All right, we will show it on the screen as like meanwhile we're doing the editing and stuff. But
I'm gonna try and see if I can show just a little snippet of it.
all right, go for it.
Okay.
I guess.
George,
Yeah?
when you said, when you mentioned the umbrella corp, it brought up something that I'm thinking, like, because umbrella corp did involve with clones in the movie.
Yeah.
It showed in the Resident Evil, the final chapter.
Yeah.
It shows that they were doing doing clones,
Yeah.
which makes me think that the director
Yeah, George
of
is gonna put it up on
might
this.
have known something about this stuff of the Resident Evil movies.
Holy. Yeah, like this can't be just a camera angle, right?
No, exactly. It's that thing. It's the sun simulator. It's that honeycomb.
I will show everything.
Because you take one of these lights, right? Depending on where you put it, right? You can spot either a lot of spot or the like, you know, it retracts. That's what they're doing. That's why they're burning shit. They can't regulate it properly.
Do you think gravity is a repulsion?
I think gravity, the way we were told, is a lie. Because there's bullshit. Like if gravity is strong enough to hold the top of the oceans down, then a mouse running across the sidewalk should be smushed.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
That's the first time I've heard it, so it's a little.
Yeah, because like
process it.
the water in the body of mass of itself is very
Because I don't
heavy
believe in a global Earth.
altogether.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to pause this.
The body mass of the water altogether is heavy, and like we used to have a pool when we lived in a different house. When I tried to run in the water, it was hard. Meaning it's sort of dense, but not. Meaning it should be able to lift into the air, because if I apply force, I can lift it. But if I don't, it just stays down, which makes no sense.
Which means we're not rotating.
Just like
So you don't
Just like
think the
it's
Earth
altering.
you don't think the Earth is rotating?
no, I
you
think
study.
it's just the sun being put in different angles.
Wow. Okay. Do you studied about the Earth in school? I suppose,
Yeah,
right? And they taught you about the globers, about everything.
The
related to
globes
that.
don't make sense.
The
to
globes
me.
don't make sense.
No.
Are you influenced in any way by what you see on the internet, or just basically common sense?
The only influence the internet has on me. Which game should I play?
I enjoy games. I can't blame you for that,
Yeah.
but it's really good that like you think
Yeah,
outside of the
'cause-
box.
Really, it makes no sense if we alter the water just by anything, by moving it a bit, it splashes up. But if it's left alone, it stays still.
And also, you know that the water takes the shape of any container you put it in, and
Yeah.
it explains why it's flat. But I'm not a flat earther. Like I'm just really skeptical
Antarctica
about
is not a continent.
Antarctica. You know
It's not a
something?
continent.
They say North Pole is not an actual land. Okay.
No.
But you know what's more funny
There's
is.
land beyond the ice walls.
But the thing is, there are pictures of people standing on the North Pole with a sign saying we're at the North Pole,
Magnetic North Pole.
magnetic North Pole.
not the true North Pole where the entry is.
Okay, I don't really want to go with the lands beyond the ice wall, because I think we covered this in an episode, like in the previous episode, I assume. But I want to ask you something. I'm curious to know.
There's something I have to say too.
Well, feel free to jump in.
Yeah.
By all means.
Okay. So Iceland, it doesn't really have planes. You need to really go there by boat.
Yeah, the flights there are always they're not allowed. You're not allowed
Yeah.
to have flights.
It has to go by boat, which doesn't make sense. Because then, meaning the direction is probably changed to go to a fake area, not the real
Remote,
Iceland. Because if it was plane,
I didn't know that. Like everyone want to go to Iceland, like to like, you just have to use the boat.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
He's
you
all over
have
the
to
place.
use.
Just
a
as much as I
boat.
got weird shit coming out of me, you got weird shit coming out of him too.
Wow.
At
So
least
it's
I
like you're not
believe.
influencing him in any way. He's probably influencing
He pulls up some doozies on me, and he surprises me once in a while.
Holy.
I
Alright, I'm gonna look
believe
this up.
It is. You can only go there by boat.
Antarctica.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's not Iceland.
Alright, Eric, I just wanted to add something to this
Yeah.
whole AI situation where I'm just really interested in that.
Metatron?
because You said it. Metatron.
Metatron.
And for those who never heard of Metatron, we're not talking about Transformers.
No.
Alright?
Aww.
We're talking about not transsexual robots. We're talking about Metatron, which is an electronic entity, if we can say that.
Yeah,
A cyber entity.
Yeah.
Alright. Can you explain more what is the Metatron, where it comes from, and is it demonic or it's just a machine?
See, that's why I don't know. Like, that's why I'm all confused. I don't know if it's interdimensional.
Okay, can you just tell me what you know about it?
Extraterrestrial. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
It might be extraterrestrial for all we know.
It might be interdimensional, but Metatron is the black box that's controlling the Matrix. I don't know who created it, but Metatron is the all-knowing. Everything that goes on through the Matrix comes from Metatron, which is that black box.
Does that
controls
explain the
us all.
Mandela effect?
Yes.
Oh.
It's glitching. It's glitching.
The Matrix is glitching.
It's-
We can agree on that. The Matrix is
Did you
glitching.
see the plane get stuck in the sky and stop dead?
I haven't seen that, and I hope I don't, because like I already have enough going on here. You know, just crazy things every day.
Yeah.
That's why
But,
George Messiah.
Yeah, but like Lee, okay, what do you think about the Matrix? Do you think it's an actual thing?
Yes.
I'm
Lee.
asking Lee,
Lee.
not just Lee.
It's Jesse, not Jesslyn. And
Do I
it's
think the
also
Matrix
Jesse
is
Blaze.
real? I
Yes,
mean,
it is.
to a certain extent, yeah.
You believe in the Matrix?
I think there's like a variation of the Matrix, yes. I don't think that we exist only in this reality. I think that there's, yes.
Multiple realities.
Yeah.
Well, like I can say we are all in the same team Matrix. It's just the only difference is I think that's the only reality that exists right now. I think we have we did move to another dimension because for some reason the old one died off and something really bad happened. And whoever is here, we all exist here for a reason. The real people. I'm talking to the real people. If you're an AI, die off, okay? Fuck off. But I'm talking to the real people out there. The real people who still think, feel.
The true
and
resistance.
The true resistance. The human resistance.
Yes.
And I'm a radical humanist. Don't mess with that. Radical humans will defeat any machine, anytime, anywhere, any day.
Which kind of makes sense because they're like normalizing robots, right?
Yeah.
Like Sophia the robot became the first robot citizen of Saudi Arabia.
she
made her the
became a
first-
citizen before actual women there.
Yes.
You know this.
Yes.
And she doesn't have to wear the hijab too. That's good. But I
Very
want,
progressive.
yeah, but I want to say something. We've all watched the Terminator, Transformers,
Yeah.
Resident Evil. In a way, these Matrix agents and the agents here on Earth, Eric thinks they are reptilians. You think so, right? I do think
Yeah.
they are not human. I don't know if they are reptilians. But the thing is, do these people actually have to show us and have to promote their plan in order for us to accept it in our conscious? That's the only way they can imply it, because we have to somehow consent to what's going on. We have to go out and vote to someone to rule us, sitting in this tower that's made out of gargoyle and like demons and angels, impaled angels.
Yeah.
So like this whole thing is spiritual warfare. Do you agree, Lee, that this has to do with spirituality? What's going on, or is it just
Yeah.
political clash?
No, it's spiritual, 100%.
Deeper, yeah.
What you were just talking about, that they have to tell us things
What's
before they
going on,
actually.
yeah.
It's part of the ritual. Like you said, we have to like consent.
You have to consent to it. Yeah.
Or like they think we're so stupid that we would never even notice
Realize
what's going on, that they're almost mocking us. So like even if you watch like the MTV Music Awards, all the demonic stuff, they'll even put stuff in like The Simpsons and like TV
Yeah.
shows, commercials.
Well, we can explain it in a way like, let's say, I want you to consent that I'm taking this phone, and instead of being like, hey Lee, can I take this phone? And this way you consent it, I'd be like, so Lee, I'm taking this phone, and you agree to it, right? So in a way you consented, but without actually subconsciously consented. And maybe they can use this in the court like at the end of times that they are all promoting for.
I'm gonna go further than that, but I think it's like they actually gain more power if they feel like we don't realize what's going on. They actually feed off of our fear and our emotions and all of that. They actually get more power doing that.
Do you know about the adrenaline gland?
The adrenal gland?
Yeah. That supposedly the elites prey on little children.
Well, through the certain steps that they use to crack their minds, a scared, terrified child in those specific orders releases the most adrenal in their glands. And apparently, it's like they use it as a drug.
Edward Bernays. Have you ever looked that up?
No.
Who's that?
Look him up.
I will.
Alright.
I have
Edward
something to
Bernays.
say,
Well,
if it's okay.
sure, good, Greek, okay.
So one of the things I think is that they use movies to eliminate our thoughts. Like there's like the Matrix, there's like Terminator, there's Resident Evil movies. They use that to say, oh well, it's like saying it's just fiction. Don't think it's real.
And once it's real, you somehow accept it because you've seen it
Yeah,
before. And it's
because-
familiar.
Oh well, I'm gonna die. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
you don't
like it
freak
makes
out.
no sense. Like if they make it a movie to establish it as science fiction. No.
Exactly, 100%.
They're just a Chinese man. That shit isn't real. Chicken dang dang dong dong dong.
Well, alright.
Okay.
Alright, thank you for your input there. Pretty sure we don't have any Chinese. We don't want any Chinese people watching this. I'm
No.
just joking.
No, we love you.
Yeah, it
we
was
love
a
you.
joke.
Ching Chong, I love you all. But
Cheech and Chong is my favorite movie.
alright, is that an actual movie?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
Ching Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. Yeah.
Up in smoke.
Yeah, we're talking about
Still
the
smoking.
Ching Chong.
Yay.
Up all over.
Alright, just to basically end this episode here, I would like to ask your opinion, Lee and Eric. How can we fight these AI agents? How can we create this resistance that we are just acknowledging reality is the first step.
Yeah,
Admitting to it is the first step. How do we move forward in
it's like Fight Club.
It's like Fight Club. The same thing. We have to do the same thing. We have to create the bombs out of soap. I'm joking.
Yeah.
But
I think the best example that
we don't have to talk about Fight Club. That's first rule, though.
No, you can't talk about Fight Club
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
What?
But
That's the first rule.
Yeah.
you actually
What rule?
what we actually experienced this weekend, I think actually helps challenging what they say to you. We've witnessed people literally shut down when
Walking in circles
Yeah, or like that conversation, the lady that told you to check your privilege
and
because
shut down.
yeah, he was like challenging what she was saying by giving her facts, and she eventually admitted that what she had learned was actually from her university, which she was completely misinformed about. But once George was like, no, this is how it is, and you actually have been manipulated by the school you're attending, she completely shut down, like would not even look at him, would not even...
She shut down.
She just stopped talking altogether. So I think knowledge is power. So that's basically, I think...
Yeah.
Alright, Lee. Great. What do you think of the question I asked? How do we fight them? How do we progress from here? We created, let's say we do have some sort of a resistance, some sort of
Be aware.
mind resistance, right?
Be aware. And get prepared.
Get prepared for what exactly?
Get prepared for electrical shutdown, power grids.
Yeah.
You need wooden matches. You need to put them in sealed, filled bottles. just basic stuff. Have a couple jugs of fresh water on hand. You know, a go bag with some, foil blankets, flashlights, candles. You know, just basic little things.
How long do you think we have until
If
things
I
go
may-
to hell? Just 1 second,
Okay,
Jesse.
thank you.
How long do you think we have? A couple years, if we're optimistic here.
If we're optimistic, a couple of years. But as the way nationalism has been rising across the world,
We might delay.
they're losing their grip. The globalists are losing their grip. They're consolidating. They're putting
But
everything down here.
that's the most dangerous when a beast is cornered.
Exactly,
and is hurt,
exactly. And
he's
they're
the
all
most dangerous.
gathering. They're all gathering to stage their attack from Canada.
So there's gonna be an attack happening really soon.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, just gather up yourselves. Start.
Don't be dependent on them. Get yourself a little butane cooking stove. Put that in the go bag.
Yeah, don't be dependent on someone who doesn't have your best interests. That's
Especially
for sure.
your government.
Yeah.
Especially your government.
No, because you're
Especially
hindrance. When
for
you're
all the
coming-
communists out there promoting bigger government, bigger gun control, no free speech, you guys are gonna be the first to go because you're gonna look like idiots once they
'cause
start.
you're weak.
Yeah, the FEMA camps at Walmart. We're gonna be talking about the FEMA camps at Walmart in the next episode, hopefully. But Jesse, you had something to say?
Yes.
You'd like to add?
If we're being pessimistic, we don't have much longer. So what I suggest is for any adult, like one of the things I saw on the numbers game, a show about like how statistics is that how to survive a zombie apocalypse or any apocalypse. Condoms actually work as a great storage device, and they're easy to find too.
All right.
And balloons.
Balloons. What for the balloons? Oh, do you put stuff in?
Yeah.
All right. And
Or to
you should definitely store chocolate bars.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but with the balloons, you can also use them as a weapon.
Right on.
Gas.
All right.
Because and those punching balloons.
I don't know.
Hit the enemy with that. Attach a little pin to the top.
Cool. All right,
So-
Jesse. You gave us. I'm pretty sure the Terminator robots will be shaking in their pants when they hear.
Yeah.
But that's great, though. That's great that you're thinking. And I do appreciate that. Thank you, Jesse.
Also remember the buddy system if an apocalypse happens.
Buddy
It's
system.
never safe to go alone. That's when you get jumped.
Well, that's true. That's true. Absolutely.
Remember, watch
Absolutely
horror movies. It will teach you. Don't split up.
true. Don't split up. All right. So let's just end this right here.
Bye.
Bye, Jesse.
What is it?
All right. My train of thoughts is completely destroyed. Anyone wanna add something? Lee, you wanna add something before we?
Carry a piece of sandpaper with your wood matches inside bill containers.
Sandpaper.
Striker.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yes.
Lee, just your whole thought on
My whole thought on everything.
Yeah,
Summed
you
up into one
into
little
one
sentence.
Yeah.
Oh
which is
wow.
impossible. Put the ocean in a hole, right?
I don't know. I don't have anything, honestly.
All right.
But don't be afraid either, because that's what they want. They actually want you to be afraid. They want you to live in fear and not go outside, not
voice your
exercise, not exactly. Yeah, and they're doing that by setting the example. We're literally seeing people online being censored, and it's and keep your head up. Don't always be
keep your
looking
head
down
up,
at your
look at
phone.
this,
That's also done as a design as well.
For example, when I took the video of what Eric calls a fake sun simulator, when I took the video, there was literally hundreds of AI zombies just looking at their phones, and I was the only one looking at the sky. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But anyway,
U.S. patent number is US 32 47 3678.
what is that?
The solar simulator. That's the patent number.
Holy! So can you track it back to the sky or something?
Well, you can't really track it back to the sky. The company's not going to admit that they're throwing it up there.
All right.
But that's what the ISS is doing.
So would a good hacker be able to trace it
They
back?
already have, man. They've got all fucking names released and everything.
Right on.
Yeah. Vault, what was that Vault release? Vault 7?
Vault 7.
WikiLeaks there last year?
Oh, yeah.
Big huge jump. It was in there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Next episode is going to be about FEMA camps around Walmart. What?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Fuckers.
Walmart.
Walmart.